Police! Stop! Police!
We are on our way right now to the border between California and Mexico. Look right here, Mexico. Here we go. No USA return.
Yeah, this is a point of no return for you guys.
Point of no return.
Well, hopefully there is a return.
How many times have you been down into Mexico, Troy?
I've been going down here my whole life and lived down here for 6 months to a year. Right here, actually, where all this activity is, specifically in Playas de Tijuana. So it should be interesting to see what it looks like now.
What do you do in Mexico?
Manufacturing. Work down here. It's a good place. Labor's great. People are great. But, you know, a lot of political unrest. So we'll see what that means.
A showdown at the border as the caravan of Central Americans attempted to cross into the United States Sunday. Some climbed the border wall but didn't cross over to draw attention to their ultimate goal.
That's the house I used to live in right there. So clearly lived pretty close to the fence here, which looks quite a bit different than it did when I lived here. When I lived here, this was just a few poles going up. I mean, it seemed like you could easily walk around it. It's been built up a little better, it looks like. Mind being on camera? You want to be famous?
No.
All right, so we just spoke to some locals here that Troy happens to know, and it turns out that they've given us tips that the immigrant caravan has actually migrated from Playas de Tijuana to San Isidro, where they're hoping to get entry into the United States.
Okay, so we got a message here.
That's where who is?
This is the house that they're in or something.
The migrants?
Yeah.
Okay, we got a tip that it's possible that this migrant caravan is actually at this house.
They're staying in a house somewhere. Casa del Migrante.
House of Immigrants. It's a bit of a halfway point, so we're going to stop off here first to see if we can see if any of the immigrant caravan is there. Here's an article from the National Review. It's titled "Wildly Differing Headlines About the Migrant Caravan." And so basically there are tons of different news outlets all reporting different headlines, different stories regarding the migrant caravan, to where it's very confusing as to where this caravan actually is and what is going on.
Casa de Migrante.
So some of them might be here and some of them might also be up at the border.
So this could be some of them right here.
Did you film that, Gavin, with all those crazy looking dudes sitting out there?
I don't know, they're all wearing the same shirts and though, and they're all dudes, not women.
We just passed the Casa de Migrante, and as you can see, there was a bunch of men standing outside along the fence, but inside you could see that there were kids in there playing. So from what we've heard, some of the caravan is actually staying there. Now notice how you've got these guys that almost look like they could be part of the cartels or coyotes standing outside guarding the place. It's interesting because we've heard some people bring up the topic, the issue of human trafficking being associated with these big migrant caravans.
Let's see what's going on at the border now, and that'll give us an idea of what's going on.
Do you looking for the guys who coming from Honduras?
Yeah.
Honduras.
Okay,
Honduras.
right here in Chaparral.
Chaparral over there.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, the border there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Would you take us? Yeah.
So we've got a tour guide helping us right now that we're going to give a tip to, and he's going to take us to the immigrant caravan. They said it's over here, over by Chaparral. So we're making our way there right now. So here we are inside the migrant caravan. Many of these people here are from Honduras and have been given a 30-day pass from the Mexican government so they can make their way up to the border where we're at right now.
They made their way north from Central America through Mexico to Tijuana.
Honduras, for all three countries right there, Honduras, Salvador, and Guatemala.
Okay. Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala. Why did you leave El Salvador?
¿Qué?
¿Por qué te viniste del Salvador?
Por pandillas, inseguridad, falta de trabajo, oportunidades de trabajo.
For the gangs.
MS-13 is actually called La Mara Salvatrucha. It's a transnational Salvadorian gang. The task force is taking a hard look at the thousands of kids coming across the U.S.-Mexican border alone.
It's a fact that MS-13 sends people across the border hoping they get stopped saying they're minors.
The unaccompanied minors who are innocent in all of this are said to be more vulnerable. Police say they're prime targets for gang recruitment.
If you can see, there's a lot of police around.
Oh yes, I see.
There's some...
More police are over there.
15 miles from the Mexican border, this neighborhood has been home to a large immigrant community for decades. The area is also home to one of the most notorious gangs in San Diego, known simply by the neighborhood's name, Logan Heights, or LH.
This is the territory of the Sureños and Logan Heights gangs, which are all affiliated with the Mexican cartel and the Tijuana Mexican mafias. And as you can see, the immigration has bled into San Diego, where a lot of these cartels are, and they've taken up root here. This is how a lot of the drug trafficking and smuggling goes down. You have this communication between gangs that have American citizenship or that are here illegally. So this is why you see this gang culture here. They're thriving off of the drug industry, where we see heroin epidemics and all of these drug problems in America.
Logan Heights is divided into sets. 30th Street, followed by the Red Steps. Logan Heights 33rd. And Logan Heights Trece. The sets tag their territories with coded messages.
This is their big sign to let everyone know that this is their territory here in San Diego, in Logan Heights area. And they're also allied with the MS-13 gangs that are infamously violent and very connected and effective in their ability to traffic heroin into the United States.
It's a heat map which shows the locations where the gang members are known to reside.
These are the gangs that do it, and these are the gangs that Trump has been trying to speak out against.
It is the policy of this administration to dismantle, decimate, and eradicate MS-13.
And they don't like him. You can even see here in some of the taggings that they openly are saying F Trump. So the gangs are not pleased with him. We have a massive gang problem here in America, and many of these gang members are actually here illegally. They don't have U.S. citizenship, and they can easily cross through our border because we don't have a secure enough wall.